Hey everybody, welcome to week 7 of the Classics Eagles 50,000 touch winter challenge. Very excited again that you guys are sticking with this, and thank you for doing that. You should be very proud of yourselves, as I say every week. And it's awesome that you stuck with it, and you're going to continue to stick with it until the challenge is over. And again, that's when we get to get back on the field and see all our hard work put to the test on the field again with our team. So that's the exciting part, is that we're always looking ahead to spring, excited to get back with our teams and doing all this extra work with the ball, practicing to have more success on the field, more confidence and ability there. So well done, excited. You guys are with us again for another week. We're getting there. New Year's is just a week or so away, so we're almost there, guys. So keep it going and keep working hard. Again, pick your times each week and days that you'll be working with the ball. Set your schedule, make a commitment to yourself. Don't negotiate, don't compromise with yourself. Make sure you get it done each week. Okay, well done. We're proud of you for sticking with it. And then we'll go ahead and get started for this week right about now. Again, like we've been doing the last several weeks, I'll be doing the whole session with you. If needed anytime, stop the video, speed up the video as you go through the week and things get easier if I'm moving too slow for you. Again, two things with this is that it allows you to see kind of what I'm doing with the ball and allow me to kind of coach as I'm going through the activities, but also the way this is set up with it not being live every time allows you to stop the video or speed up or add things on your own when needed to make it more challenging or more appropriate for kind of where you're comfortable. Okay, so let's get started. So our first activity today, we're going to work on our ability to move the ball in and out quickly using the inside and outside of the foot. So this is a touch. Sometimes I call it a heartbeat touch because it happens like a heartbeat. It's pop, pop. It's two very quick touches in a row. As you get better with it, the speed of the touch can get faster. And this is one of those things, if you can do really well, it's very effective in a game. I use it all the time when I play to create space and move myself away from the defender. So all we're going to simply do is take a touch with the inside of the right foot, bringing the ball slightly across our body to the left foot, and then quickly with the same foot, take the touch back to the outside. So in, out, okay? So that's the movement, okay? We're gonna go touch, touch, all right? Without putting the foot down between those two touches, okay? So it's 1, 2, okay? 1, 2, in and out. We're gonna work on that with both feet, okay? So we're gonna do 50 total touches for 3 sets, and this is what this looks like. Okay, if I start with my right foot, it's gonna be in, out, and I'll stop the ball, pull back a little bit towards me. Then I'll go with my left foot, in, out, pull back towards me. I'll go again with my right foot, in, out, and pull back again here. I put my foot down there because I'm moving slow and it's hard to keep my foot up while I'm moving that slow. All right, but again, we're gonna be 1, 2, pull it back, 1, 2, pull it back. And you can go as slow as I am right now, just kind of walking 1, 2, pull it back, 1, 2, pull it back. Again, try to get those 2 touches without putting the foot down. Okay, when you get faster with it, it can look a little more like this, where we're going 1, 2, pull it back, 1, 2, pull it back, and it's a little bit of a hop, pop, pop, pull it back. Okay, so we're going to do 3 sets of 50 touches. Every time you touch the ball, including the stop of the ball, counts as a touch. All right, so we'll go ahead and start the first one right now. Again, using both feet. Here we go. Good. So you might get an extra touch in there a little bit as you finish out a set. It's not a problem. Okay, so that's 1. Again, go as slow as you need. I might have went too fast for you. I might have went too slow for you. Okay, so stop the video if you need to and go at the pace that makes sense for you. Again, as it gets easier for you, try to do it faster. Make sure you're always challenging yourself. Here we go. Ready? Second set of 50. There we go. Perfect. Oh, okay. Shake the legs out, catch your breath. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? So as you're going through this, you should be making some mistakes if you're trying to go a little faster and challenging yourself. That's never the expectation, is that you go through these without making a single mistake, okay? If you can't keep the ball under control and you're making constant mistakes, you probably need to slow down a little bit. But if you get through all 50 touches and the ball never gets out of control, or it's, maybe it seems a little too easy, always try to speed it up a little bit where you might make a few mistakes as you're going through those 50 touches. So here we go. Last set. Ready? Good. I did a couple extra there. I really like that movement. It's a lot of fun for me. So kind of lost track and I just kept going. So great job. Again, if you need more time with it, take extra time, do some extra sets. But again, work on that little quick movement, in and out. I used to do it against my bed. The edge of my bed was low to the ground or a wall, and just work on how quick I can go pop, pop, and hit it off the wall. See how quick I can move my foot around that ball. Good job. So now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to go out in, okay, using just one foot at a time. We'll actually use both, but one foot will be working more of the time than the other foot. But we're going to do the exact opposite now. So now we're going to go out in with our touch. So I'm going to use the outside of my foot first. My right foot's going to push the ball out to my right. As I push, before I put my foot down, I'm going to cut it back inside. Ball ends up on my left-hand side. I'm just going to pull it back, okay? And then go again. 1, 2, pull it back. 1, 2, pull it back. All right. So our opposite foot will bring the ball back, but we're mainly doing the movement with just our right foot at a time. So we're going to do 4 sets of 50. We're going to do one with the right, one with the left, one with the right, one with the left. All right. So again, watch me. I'm here on balance. I'm pushing the ball. And as I push that direction, notice how my foot naturally goes down. So as I push the ball, I'm going to push it. And then before my foot goes down, use the inside of my foot to cut the ball back across my body. That went a little too far forward, but that's the idea. So I go 1, 2, left foot's on the ball and just bring it back. I can stop if I need to. 1, 2, bring it back. 1, 2, bring it back. 1, 2, bring it back. Pinky toe, big toe. Pinky toe, big toe. Pinky toe, big toe. Okay, and I bring it back. So you can see my body motion as well. I'm kind of rocking side to side. I move one way, come back. Okay, again, you want to make sure you're staying forward and not leaning back as you do it, but you should be moving side to side a little bit as you do this, okay? So we'll go right foot for 50 touches. Every time you touch the ball counts as a touch. So you go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, okay? You keep counting, okay? Here we go. So 50 touches with the right foot to start with. First set of 50. Here we go. Good. Good. So that's 50 there. It's actually 51. You complete the last one, you do an extra touch, which is fine. No problem with getting an extra touch here and there. Okay. So again, if you notice while I'm doing this, all right, one thing you might have noticed is I pull the ball here. I don't just stop it. I actually bring it back towards me a little bit. And then it allows me to kind of get right back into my movement and go again. Pull it back towards me. I can go right back into my movement. If you're having a hard time coordinating that, it's not a problem. Just stop the ball and go again. Stop the ball and go again, okay? To try to stay in one place so I don't move a ton, I pull it back into me so I'm stationary, so I stay in front of the camera for you guys. But again, you moving a little bit, that's okay, all right? But again, 1, 2, I can pull it back, go right back into it, okay? Here we go. Left foot, 50 touches. that's 50 with the left foot. Okay, check it out. We'll go back to the right, same idea. Again, like anything, trying to go faster always makes it a little more difficult. Again, try not to put your foot on the ground. And if you can, look around, don't look straight at the ball as you're doing this. And again, that's how you challenge yourself if you're just doing it. Okay, make sure you sit on the ball as your feet. You're over the ball as you do it, one after the other. This is always our position on the ball. Good athletic position. Balls of our feet, heels off the ground, knees bent, hips back, shoulders slightly forward. This is the position you kind of really always want to be in when you're playing, okay? So that's one of the biggest things I teach players, no matter what we're talking about, what we're doing, this is pretty much where you want to be. You typically run into issues on the field when we get upright or leaning back, okay? When we're here in a good athletic position, things are usually easier. Here we go, right foot again. All right, so that was 50 with the right foot. Last set with the left. Again, we're not running around a ton today, so I don't think this is going to be as tiring physically. So this is more kind of the challenge of just the speed. So again, as you do this, as you get into a rhythm like I am, I'm not trying to go faster for the most part right now. We can, you see how fast you can move that ball, pop, pop, in and out. So if I was doing this when I was a player, every one, I would try to go a little faster. Every one, try to go a little faster. Okay, so I'm kind of just going into a rhythm a little bit here, which you can do as you're learning it. But as it gets simpler, you're trying to go faster and faster each one. Last time with the left foot, play. 50 touches. Time, good. So again, movements, the one we just did in out, and the one we did before in out, the one we just did out in, are movements you can easily work on your own. Again, one of the things we're trying to do with all these activities, you don't need a ton of space. I mean, you can see I've not really moved much from this 2-yard area right here. So even as the weather is getting bad and maybe you can't get outside, you should be able to find space somewhere in the house to just move the ball like we are right now. But again, those little quick movements on the ball are critical. Again, one of your measurements of how you're doing as a player is really how quick you can move the ball with your feet, how fast your feet are around the ball, which is one of the main points of all this we're doing throughout the winter. Okay. For those who've done some of the foot skill sessions throughout the season, this is something you've probably seen before. It's one of my favorite activities to do. It's great for balance, coordination, and I think it's also good to kind of start learning how you can manipulate the ball around the body, use some different patterns and different parts of the feet. But this will really test your balance and control of the ball using the bottom, inside, and different parts of the feet. What we're going to try to do is using one foot at a time. Okay, with the ball starting here, our first movement's going to be back. We're going to go behind the leg, bring the ball up around the other side, and bring it back to the beginning. So that we're moving the ball around our standing leg without putting my right foot down. We're just going to try to do this as quick as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time you touch the ball to do it, it counts as a touch. The goal is to try to get the ball around as many times as possible, okay, in a certain amount of time. So if you ever want to challenge a friend or a teammate, you guys can see how many times you can get the ball around without putting your foot down. The foot down could be a penalty of a couple times around or something like that. Whatever game you want to do, but it's a nice little challenge to see how quick you can move the ball around the body. But remember, you're not going forward first here around the body, going this way. What would be, I think, counterclockwise. You're kind of moving the ball around your body clockwise here. So the first movement's back around the heel, then reach across and grab it and bring it back. Okay, we're going to do 4 sets of 50. One time with the right, one time with the left, one time with the right, one time with the left. Every time you touch the ball, it counts as 1. Okay, so you're trying to go as fast as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and move the ball around. You can see my hips are turning. I'm moving my body. I'm here, but I'm keeping my knee bent, balanced, and shoulders forward. Okay, so here we go. Give it a try. Try not to fall down. Make sure there's nothing hard around you for you to fall into. Make sure you have some space, a very safe place for you to try this. Okay, so we're here, nice and easy. First set of 50. Here we go. So that's 50 there. So there's a lot of benefits to this outside what I just talked about. Again, a lot of the movements you do with the ball, a lot of it has to do with that balance on one leg. When we pass the ball, we're balanced on one leg. The more balanced we are, more accurate and crisp our passes are. When we strike the ball, we're balanced on one leg. So the more balanced we are on this foot, the more accurate we strike the ball, the more pace and body control. A lot of times when players are passing and finishing, their bigger issue is their balance. They're stepping in and they're falling onto their striking foot, which doesn't allow them to follow through or hit the ball the way they want. So being very good at keeping yourself balanced like this will help, not just with your foot skills, but with other areas of the game. Okay, here we go, left foot. Here we go, ready? 50 touches. Good. That's 50. Good. Shake your legs out. Your leg you're standing on might get a little tight, so it's good to shake it out a little bit. Relax. Okay. Here we go again. Again, if you notice, my arms are out a little bit, shoulders are forward. I'm not leaning back as I do this. That will make this even more difficult and more likely to fall over. Knees are bent. They're soft. All my weight's on my standing leg, and I'm just tapping the ball with my right foot as I move around. Here we go. 50 touches. Good. That's 50 for me. Again, if you're still going, it's taking you longer to get around, get your 50 touches, stop the video. Don't rush forward. Don't skip any touches. All right. No rush. Okay. We're going back to the left. There you go. Last set with the left foot, 50 touches. Again, moving the ball around. We move back first, then behind the leg. Okay. If you notice, I'm using mainly the bottom of my foot, toe. And again, the key here, if you notice, my hips are turning as I'm doing this. I'm not trying to stay perfectly here with my hips forward and not turning. I'm turning my hips in to get the ball. I'm opening and turning as I'm coming around. So you can see I'm pivoting on the leg that I'm standing on. Okay, ready? 50 touches, go. Ooh, nice. Good, 50 for me there. You almost saw Coach Tony fall down there to catch my balance. Great job, guys. Again, take your time. If you need more time with it, want to do extra sets, definitely try it. All right, next skill activity is going to be a little challenging to get the rhythm of it. So when you start this, you're probably going to, if it's your first time doing this or seeing this movement, it's probably going to be more of a walk. You might have to stop the ball to get it reset. But then as you get more comfortable with it, you'll find a rhythm to the touches, okay? But we're going to do 3 sets of 25 of this movement. Every time you touch the ball counts as 1, okay? The movement around the ball or not touching the ball doesn't count as a movement for this one, okay? So 3 times 25, this is what this looks like. We're actually going to set this up almost exactly like our in-out movement that we did with our first activity. The difference is we're going to skip the second touch. We're going to go in and around the front of the ball, okay? So it's just like that in-out movement, but we're going in and no second touch by bringing my foot around the ball. If you notice, my foot swings around the ball. I drop down, my shoulder's down here, I'm balanced. That's what it looks like. Now, if you look where my left foot is, it's right behind the ball. Ideally, what we want to try to be able to do is go right into the next movement with the left foot. I'm going to take a touch on my left foot and immediately go around with my left foot. If you notice, my right foot's right next to the ball now. Take a touch, go around with my right foot, left foot, go around my left foot, right foot, around my left. Good. Back and forth. You can see what starts happening. You can see a little hop in my step, a little rhythm. All right. So this is going to work on a couple things. One, the weight and touch and direction of each ball. If you hit the ball too hard, this becomes really hard to do. I'd be surprised if I don't make a few mistakes in terms of how much I hit the ball as I'm trying to do this and going through the activity with you. But also just a little bit of that rhythm, okay? That we're kind of finding a rhythm to the game, okay? A little bit of that hop as we move the ball around our body. So again, 25 total touches for 3 sets. It's 1 and around, 2 and around, 3 and around, 4, and around. If you need to put your foot down, you can go inside, foot down, and then bring it around. Inside, foot down, and then bring it around. I'm going to demonstrate more of the touch and the foot comes around before it goes down. Okay. So 25 total touches. We'll see how this goes. All right. I'm going to back up a little bit from the camera because there's a good chance I'm going to move a little more side to side. So that's what it looks like. Ready? Here we go. 25 total touches. Play. Good. So as I was doing it, again, not perfect. My first couple of touches, the ball really didn't even move anywhere, and it was fine. It kind of allowed me personally to start getting a little bit of a feel and a rhythm for the movement. Okay, so it's my first set, 25. Shake it out. Okay, so we'll test a little bit how much rhythm you have. All right, again, make sure you stay in those positions. If your ball gets away from you, stop it, bring it back, and start again. Here we go. Second set of 25. Ready? Play. Good. Here's my 25. Okay. Whew. I get the heartbeat up a little bit. Breathe a little heavier now. All right. Shake the legs out. One more. Okay. Again, you could be going touch, going around, touch, going around, just like I am. So it's a little slower and just working on that movement. You can go and work on the movement there. Still walking, going fairly slow, getting comfortable with it. And then as it gets more comfortable, you can start trying to add the hop like you see me doing, get a little more into a rhythm and connecting them faster together. Okay, here we go. Last one. Ready? And we play. Good. That's it there. If you're watching me, had a little bit of a double touch. I hit the ball. I didn't go around far enough. So it happens. Again, you're not going to be perfect. And again, as you do it throughout the week, you should be getting a little more comfortable, a little faster, and you keep challenging yourself. Okay. Once you have it, be pleased, but never satisfied. Try to add to it, get faster and faster and faster. Great job. So this isn't part of the touches, but just something fun for the players to try at home. I do this in camp sometimes in the summer, just kind of when players are looking for something fun to try to do. It's a little bit of a challenge. We've done it in the foot skills sessions when we give the kids little challenges with the ball to try. What we're going to do is we're going to try to kind of put the ball in the back of the neck and balance it like this. Okay, and just hold it there. So sometimes for players, this is challenging enough to try to kind of put the ball in the back of the neck, kind of hold the hands out like that. Okay, you create a little bit of a pocket. If they look all the way down, the ball will roll off. So you need to kind of look up a little bit. You create a little pocket between the back of the head, the shoulder blades. So you put the ball there, just nice and easy. Oop, Coach Tony almost lost it. Good. Right then. You shouldn't wear something with a collar like I have on right now that makes it more challenging. But you just kind of try to stay there with it. You can walk around a little bit, try to turn, see how far you can walk. We have challenges with players where they have to put the ball on the back of the neck and see who can walk across the field first without dropping it. Things like that. You can try to go down, see if I can do it. Then push-up position. All right. So you can get all the way down to the ground. Feet out from underneath you. Good. Here. Good. Get in that push-up position. Go down. Up. See if you can stand back up without the ball dropping. Good. Try to do it slowly here. See if we can get it. Good. Don't rush through it. There we go. And we can go like that. So a lot of things you can do. You can try to throw it up and catch it on the back of the neck as well. There's people who can, take their shirt off and put it back on as doing it. So this was fairly just kind of the start of things players can try. And again, what's the point? Why put the ball in the back of the neck like this? For me, what I always tell players and parents is it's just, again, that familiarity with the ball around the body and how the ball reacts and how to keep it balanced. And again, it's that comfort level of the ball. You never in a game, you're going to see a player catch the ball in the back of their neck and try to run with it. At least I hope not. But again, it's just that comfort, the familiarity of the ball, how it reacts to the body, the confidence around it. So little tricks like this are just kind of like fun for the kids to try to do. And again, that overall control of the ball with the body. So it's seems odd to say, but it is true that, you know, having the ball even on the back of the neck like that, you get a feel for how it reacts to your movements when you shift your body side to side. And it's the same thing as if I'm receiving the ball out of the air with different parts of my body as well. So enjoy it. A little challenge, something fun to try. Challenge your mom, dad, siblings, buddies, friends. See if they can do it with you. All right. If you see Coach Tony, you can challenge me as well out at around the fields in the spring and see who can hold on the back of their neck the longest. All right. Thank you guys. It's a great week 7. See you guys next week.